Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to you. I just realized I do not have my lipstick on. Oopsie. Oh well. As I say, life goes on. There you are.
Oh, I just realized I do not have my lipstick.
Oh,
as I say, life goes on.
Get off. Okay, I just want to make sure it was on Facebook. So we had it going. Yay. Oh, I forgot to copy. Anybody there? Say hi. Oh, I got to switch to comments. Whoopsie. There we go. So pop on live. Let me put you guys up here so that you're a little further away. Look at my lovely room. And I'm going to show you these. I consider a little quick and easy things to make that you can use for craft shows if you want to do it that way. How can I copy? Get it. I wish there was just one way to link everything so you're not like hitting this button, doing this button to do this, to do that. And it's just like crazy. Go here. Press you. Press. Post. Yay. Done. Go here. Here. There's so many buttons. So many buttons. Press. Done. Yay. Off. Hi, Carrie. How are you? All right. I have the phone volume off and I have it on silent. So hopefully nobody will ring a ding ding. All right. I'm probably going to have to shut my fan off now. Okay. Because we're going to do some decoupaging. And it's going to blow my thing. And I don't want it to blow. I think I'll use these scissors. All right. So I'm going to switch cameras to show you what I've made. Oh, everything falls. And that way you can see, and then I'll talk you through it as well. All right. Because these things would have taken a long time for me to do with you. So I'm cheating. All right. So you guys know everybody has these rolling pins, right? These mini rolling pins. So I cannot make the camera go in any closer. I don't know if that works better. So these I made. Now you can do them where you don't have any string on it. I'm making these as ornaments. People can cut it off if they want to use it for tier trays. So I made these guys to sell at my show. I have some green ones in here. Move these out of the way. And you can put whatever you want on them. So this one, for instance, I did cookies. I have a gingerbread cookie guy on it. This one, I did a little reindeer. I'm doing fine, Carrie. Hey, Patricia. How are you? Hey, Charlie. Oh, I got all my English buddies here today. This one has a little reindeer on it. And whatever you want to put on it, this is just like a twine, on it. Some of them I have, a white ribbon on it. This one says hot cocoa. I didn't do a gingerbread little guy on it because the word was so long. So I put a little gingerbread ribbon on this one. Another reindeer, ho, ho, ho. These I found these little wooden, they're pieces of tree. Now I cut the bark off of the edge so that it would last long. The bark kind of, frazzles off after a while. So these say Merry Christmas on them. So I had Merry and Believe, So we got to do that. So can't stop. Oh my God. Yes. Sprinkle the love. Hey guys, we can say share, like, follow, all those words again. So please do. So I did those in kind of your traditional, red, white, and, gingerbread colors. Now, these particular ones, they're going to have the same sayings. I think I added a different saying on these. I did these in pastel colors. Hardy. I did in pastel colors because these are going to go on a customer's tree. And we're doing it all in pastel gingerbread kind of colors. So, which is going to be exciting when you guys see that next month. So I did different ones on this. I didn't have one that I liked for naughty. And again, like the gingerbread, it's a long word. So I just put a little bow on the top of that one. So again, and the words I did on my Cricut. So oops, got a little sticky on there. There we go. So I did them on there. I found a font that I thought would work and look nice. Oh yeah, thank you, Carrie. Please, please. Hey, everybody, like, share, follow, like, share, follow. So these are going to a client or customer. These ones I'll be selling in at my craft shows. Now I hand painted these. You will see on hers, I did not paint the, I don't know, the holders, just because I would probably do them all in white. And I kind of wanted to leave it a little bit more natural in color on hers. Mine, I decided to do it all like that. So you could do it however you want, but this is just an acrylic paint. It does have a clear sealer on it. Thank you, Carrie. It does have a clear sealer on it, on the paint. So it's a matte finish. I didn't want anything glossy or anything like that. So that's that project. Then we're going to move over to this project. So let me move these babies out of the way somewhere where I will not drop them on the floor or break them or any of the above. All right, guys, over here. So you guys have been wondering, oh, I haven't seen her do a live in a while. It's because I've been doing all this stuff for customers. And when you're making a half a dozen little things like that, it takes up a lot of your time. All right, so these ones, we're going to decoupage these. I thought I'd try something different and see how it would look on these particular ones. So I just picked out some napkins that I had. This one had all poinsettias, and this one had, you know, not really cardinals, but some wintry type bird, but it reminds me of cardinals. So I thought we'd do these. Now we're not going to be able to finish it all the way. We could do the decoupaging part. Let me get 2 of these. And just to let you know what I do with these, this is what I do to hold them. When I was painting them all, I put them all in things like this so that the paint would dry on here. Then I would paint one side. When this dried, then I flipped it over and did the other side. So those are my little holders. So I know this one's already peeled off. So let's see how big we have to go. Now I flipped my mat over because the other side is my real crafting mat. So this is a little different for me. I'm trying to, it's a different color. So I got to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 inches here. I should have known that with all the things I was doing. So we're going to cut it 4 inches by, so that makes it here. So let's figure out, shift over 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's about 4 inches, 4 by 4. We'll see if that works. If that works, if we have to cut it a little bit bigger or something, then we'll find out. And I chose these patterns because they're like kind of like a repeat pattern in the sense of saying. And I figured it would just be easier to do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a paper cutter, but I didn't think it would really work on the napkins. No, I haven't tried it. Could have tried it. So let's see if that goes all the way around. And I chose the white background to be the more neutral of backgrounds on this. All right, so 4 by 4 is too big because it overlaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a little crookedy here. Take that off. Let's change it and see if 4 is here. I was just, probably the way I cut it was a little bit more than 4 inches. Let's see if we go this way. Let's see how that looks. Hi, Luann. How are you today? Yes, sprinkle. Hey, you guys can say share. You don't have this. Facebook's going back to their old ways. We can say share, love me, follow me. So all those fancy words we had to get rid of before, we can now say, which I'm happy about because it was such a pain trying to figure out fancy little words. All right, so let's see. Do I got the height? Got the height pretty good. Now we got to cut off a little bit on the width or circumference, however you want to say it. I might do a little, I might have it overlap just a little bit. We'll see. Just to make sure. See, I got a small amount on the bottom and a bigger on the top. So let's go ahead and deco away. Whoops. So I got my ugly paint apron on today, y'all. So just because we're going to be painting or decoupaging, I didn't want to get my nice one all yucky. All right. So let's decoupage. We're going to see how this works. Now, these, I've never made any of these before. So this is a first. I'm here and I'm doing it with you guys. I usually try to do one to see how I like it. And then if it works, then I'll do a live. But I said, oh, what the heck today? Let's go for the gusto. Come here. Oh, my hand's shaking. I might have to put some more decoupage on here. And of course, these handle things turn. It doesn't really help you much. All right, more decoupage. Because I think it just dried too fast because I was waiting too long. Okay. I feel like this is like rolling a cigarette. Back in the day, before they had those little filters on the end and everything, you used to have to roll your cigarettes. I never smoked, but I remember. Okay, so that's kind of cute. I'm going to leave the overlapping because I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. And now we'll just decoupage. Get my ends. I like to dab my ends a little bit and then I'll come back and brush it just to make sure that they're down because I hate to brush it and then it peels up on you. Just a me thing. All right, so we got that. I think I need some more decoupage. There we go. Ooh, got it on the table. All right, so this is coming out pretty good. Once I get these on, we're going to let them dry, and I got another project to do with you. And then hopefully these will be dry enough because then I can put my fan on. This is why you have a dirty apron. Because then I can put my fan on and they'll dry a lot quicker. So we know it has to be a 4x4 at least. So let's just cut this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I'm even Steven. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That's 4 up here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is here, right? Where was I? Now the idea, can she cut it straight? Ha! Be a good idea, we'll find out. I'd rather cut it a little bit bigger because I can always cut it shorter. All right. Hi, Gary. I haven't seen Gary. I got it right here. I have not seen you in such a long time, my friend. I did go out shopping this morning and I had my water with me. And of course, I never drink it when I'm out shopping. Hello. I'm glad you're here, Gary. How have you been? Let's see if I can peel this. If it will let me peel. Peel, peel, peel. Okay, trick of the trade. I know I may have showed you this before. Take a piece of tape, Scotch tape, to the side, not the good side. Just stick it and look. Voila. Voila. Now the idea, I don't want my birds going sideways on this. I want them hanging this way. If you're going to do this as a tier tray thing, then maybe you want to put your birds this way, you know, on the tier tray. So, you know, they're rolling this way. But I don't know. Part of me says to do it this way. I don't know. What do you? Hi, Facebook user. I see that's Michelle. Great, Gary. All right. Should I do it so that we'll use this word? We'll say horizontal the birds like this, or should we say vertical for the birds? What do you guys? Which way do you guys think I should do the birds? Horizontal or vertical? You guys tell me, because I think I could do it really either way. Come on, you guys. Give me some feedback. Horizontal. That's okay, Carrie. You're fine. Thank you for coming in. So vertical. Gary says vertical. This way. Put them around this way. Okay, Gary. You're the lucky winner. Chicken dinner. We'll go vertical. And I think what I'm going to do this time is put some decoupage on and then put some of the paper on. 2 verticals. Luann said vertical 2. Vertical it is. The vertical's 1. Sorry, horizontal people. There we go. And then I'm going to do it this way. But by the way, hi, Luann. And this is going on really smooth, not so much like wrinkly or anything too. And I sometimes, you know, I don't mind the wrinkles because I think it just adds character to it. But this is actually going on pretty smooth. It's sticking to me. I want it sticking to me. I'm going to just cut this. This is a little bit too much overlap. Voila, there's our birds. Vertical. Woo! So let's get to painting. Get my edges first. And, you know, if you're a little bit shy on your height, you know, when you cut it, don't worry about it because you can use that to where you put string. Like I'm going to tie little ribbons on this. I mean, I don't have that problem with this right now, but in general, if you were to cut it too short in the length, you can do that. Need some more. Need some more goodies. And the one thing about this, the decoupage kind of acts like a clear coat, sealer. So you don't have to really worry about spraying it to seal it. And I know this is going to be used indoors. This is not going to be something outdoors as it is. Okay, I think we got all the way around. So we'll stick that in its hole. Ooh, I think these are going to be kind of cute. And let me take, I always save what I can because you never know when you're going to need just that little extra bit left for some project when you run out. All right. So since I'm not going to get up and run to the bathroom or anything, clean my brush. So I'm just going to wrap it in this. This is from Dollar Tree, baby wipes. So I'm just going to wrap that in there. I don't care about this because I can peel that out. That's going to go off to the side. So this was another decoupage one I was working on. It's not quite complete yet. So this was a napkin. I cut out the snowman. And I don't know if you could really see the berries on here. I painted over his nose, his mouth and all with the black paint. Then I took, I don't know if you could really see it. Let me see if I can angle. Well, you kind of can see. This is, I call it like a snow paint. And this is what it is. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it's snow texture or text, what they call it. So you can get, instead of just being flat white paint like it is on his nose, I just put some textured paint around like where he would have gotten some snow. This is a ribbon I put on his hat here. I just cut a ribbon and some holly and some snowflakes. It's not complete yet, but just as a little door hanger, I was going to do it. Put a bow and something on it. Not sure exactly. He's been sitting over here because I quite haven't figured out how I want to complete him. I got that far and that was about it. Let me put that out of the way. This out of the way. All right. Project number 2 is going to be an easy one. Okay, you don't need these. Move them out of the way. So, while I was away earlier this month, I found these little guys. I'm going to split this because they're be easy to show on the bigger screen than on this littler screen. Oh, that's the same camera. Oopsie. So they're dog paws. Now, we all make the dog paw wreaths, and we always use them around, and we always hang them off to the side. So these are ones, now I could take this off and change it up if I wanted to hang on the side, but these are really to be hung like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a bow. I have 2 different ways, and you're going to laugh at me. I was like, I pulled out my ribbon to do this. And then I was like, I put it on my, I don't know if you could see it over here, really, but I have my mesh, my collapsible mesh roller by Susie Brown right here. And I put them on there, and I spent like a good 5 minutes going back and forth between 2 rooms going, I just had the dog ribbon out. Where did I put it? And then I sat down, I said, I know I had it here. And I looked up and I went, oh, because I was in a rush. So in deciding where we're going to put these, I think we're just going to do it. We'll make the bow in the side. I was thinking just in the middle so it hangs down is what I was thinking. And I got 3 of these to do. I'm going to do one, I think, Christmassy, and I'm going to do the other 2 more generic, so to speak, so that they can be used all year round. There's a wire. Look at this big old wire hanging out here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. Just notice that. Not good for customers. So what they did, they basically glued and wired the fabric. You don't need all that. We're going to tuck it back in the grapevine, so to speak. All right, so I always go around and I always make sure that my, oh, can't see. I always go around and make sure all this is sealed. And if I have to, I'll just re-glue it. It's no big deal as far as that goes. There we go. All right, so let's make a bow. Pull the easy bow maker out. I will switch back to the camera so you can see, because I don't have an overhead camera, you guys. I could do front or I could do side. That's all I can do with my cameras, but it's better that you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Oh, look at my mess. All right, so let's do the Christmas one first. Where did I get this from? I got this from, I label everything where I get it from. This came from Craft Outlet. My first time using it, needless to say. So I paired that up with this one. I thought that'd be kind of cute. This black one, I could use it just like this. I paired it with this, or because I just don't want to use black and check on this one. I do have another one, dog paws that are white. I have white ones. And I also have gray ones. But see, I didn't think the gray would show up as good. I don't know if I want to pair it like that or not. But I thought the gray would just kind of blend in too much. We'll see. Maybe we'll change our minds. And the white needed something else with it. I could put red with it, but it was like, So let's start with our Christmas one. So I know I'm going to dovetail this because these are not going to be curled up. Of course, I'm using the wrong scissors. These are razor viscose scissors. I have had these now since 2019. Love them. I got them as a gift for my kids. Love it. So let's decide. Oh, that's going to look cute hanging down on that. Don't you think? I don't want it to cover the whole thing. If we're going to put the bow there, I just want it to cover maybe halfway. So what does that make this? About a 6-inch. About a 6-inch. Now, this is where I don't want my dogs being upside down. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. So we're going to have to go along with doing this. Now, I don't think I'm going to make this more than 5 inches, the bow. Might even do 4. Wait, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. If I do 4, oh, I think 4 on each side is good, because anything bigger than that, see, I think it will be too big. All right, there's different ways you can do this, okay? You could do it in here. I do 4 inches, and I can cut it here, okay? Then I make a false tail, which I put behind. But when I do that, I don't want this to be on top. That's why I'm using another ribbon with it as well, if that makes sense. And I usually cut this a little bit long for that reason. We said this tail is about it's about 6.5 inches. So what I'm going to do, whoops, I'll dovetail this end. And this is just one way. If I'm doing it on here, you can do it in your hand and do it. It's really up to you. So let's go here. We're going to measure about 6.5. So we're going to cut it about here. Move this out of the way. Got my little pin cushion right here. Guys, I made these. I sell these. Look at how cute. Little pin cushion. I showed you guys, I think last year, how I made those. So we're going to make a false tail. You could do it in the beginning and then put your tail down below. And then I have my 2 tails. Did I make this bigger than the other one? Evidently I did. That's okay. We'll just pull it through. There we go. I did cut it really long. Hey, Darsh. How are you? Oh, let me move this again out of my way. All right. So this is the beginning of our bow. And I chose to do this style. You could do any style you want. It's up to you. I could use a red and green Christmas one in here, actually. Let's see how this one looks. All right, I'm going to switch cameras because I think I want to see how a red and green goes in there. Because if that goes better, I have to go over here. Hold, please. Which means I have to move the side camera to get into the drawer that I want to get into. And this is when you throw everything on the floor. Oh my gosh. Come on, drawer, open up. I have a plaid one in here. I have two. And I want to see, this is one of them. And I had this one. And I want to see if the plaid, oh no. Definitely not the green. Definitely not the green. And this might be too red. Oop, my dogs are barking. Well, that's not too bad. I think I'm going to stick with the bones. Ouch. Oh, my dogs. Crazy. Crazy. I tell you, they're just plumb crazy. Hold on. Let me stick these back because these are big rolls, so they don't want to just where I can shove it in a drawer and shut it. Hold on. Oh, I do have this plaid one. I have another one. Okay. I'm going to move the camera back here. We may have to readjust the side camera so you can see. Hold on. What? For may you look perfect. Ha ha ha. You're funny. I found I had this one. It has a little bit of gold. I don't know. It all depends on, of course, then I have red. And of course I'll have a green. I don't know. Here I thought I was so good on what I wanted to make, and now I'm changing it up. This is what I do. I go with the flow. I change my mind, and that's the way it goes. The red looks pretty on it. The black, no. I think we might try the red. Yeah, red. I agree, Gary. Gary, you're on point today, my friend. You are on point. I think this would have been just too much. That's why I was like, Let's put you. Oh, that's too big of a pin for you. All right, here we go. Put you over there. I think the red. I don't know. I didn't pull out a green only because I was like, with the green. I didn't want to make it so Christmassy, I guess. But I could have done green. All right. These I'm going to curl. So we're going to go, what is that, 10, 12 inches. So we'll give it a little curl on it at the end. Or maybe even a white with gold. White with gold. I do have white, but I don't know if I want the gold. The gold looked pretty on that one. This is a metallic red in here. I mean, I probably could go with a green color too. But that would make it look real Christmassy. All right, so I'm going to do, I did one loop on the bottom, so I'm going to do 2 loops of red on the top. And I went 4 inches here. I'm going 3 inches here. So you can make the bow however you want. You want to go 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top, whatever your little heart desires. So we'll cut this off. Oh, maybe even a white with gold. I'm horrible reading these things. I'm a little slow. Put those scissors away. And then I think what I'll do is just bring back this one just to finish it, since it's a doggy ribbon on top. And I think what I'm going to do with this is just, can I do, no, I can't do just one loop, can I? Oh, Carolynne. Let's do a hand one. So a hand one. If you keep holding a ribbon here and you're trying to punch it in here all the time, your fingers are going to get like crampy. So if you push your ribbon in here, you could do it this way. Now I just want to make a small little loop. And because I want to keep my dogs facing right side up, small little loop, push it in. Oh, I got to think now because I did this backwards, didn't I? Small little loop, Carolynne. Okay, we're going to twist it. I'll show you. No, I can't twist them because I want them up. I'm still going to have to cut a tail. No matter how I do it, I'm going to have to cut it, and I'll have to put them from behind. I don't want to do that. Oh, Carolynne. I don't want to put a tail behind because then I'm going to have a tail on top. Will I? Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. No, you know how I do this all the time, and I make these and I do them. And for whatever reason, I'm spacing out today. Not that turning it up this way and then trying to pull it down, I think is what you're saying. Because if I was doing the tails opposite like this, it would be fine. Why am I like totally being a dingling? If I cut this tail off here, that stays. Then I could do it this way. I think I got it. Let me cut my tail. If not, I will be wasting ribbon. Dovetail this. It goes on this side. This would be my other dovetail. I know what I did. I just got my brain back together. I just did it. Someday. I know, as many as I do these, and I do these all the time, it just like throws you off just that hair of a bit. So my one ribbon's going to come down on this side is what it is. And I cuff the other one from behind. So what I'm going to do is overlap this so that this piece will actually be underneath. So it's going to be cut really long. So there I have my dog tails. Now I got to make my bow short enough on it so that you could see the other one underneath. There we go. Let me cut this one a little bit more. Ah, so crazy. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Okay, so let's get this tied off and finished off, and I'll show you what. Oh, do I have my glue gun in here? Don't have my glue gun in here. Dang it. Because I was working in the other room as well. Oop, that's green. I do have a black zip tie somewhere. Or did I use them all up? I did. Guess it's going to be a white one. I'll take black on top. Ah, silly me today. You think I haven't made a bow in a long time. So I slid the zip tie underneath. As I pull it up, I'll tighten it. Make sure my tails are down where they're supposed to be. I'm going to stick my chenille stem. I don't actually need one this long, to be honest, because this is really thin. Let's see if I have a smaller one. I keep my bag of tricks, y'all. I can even switch it out to be a white one. Switch it out. There we go. Let's bring my zip tie around, pull my tails down. You get tucked in there for right now. And what I usually do, I don't have my glue gun in here because I brought it to the other room. I know. Listen, I got, you can't see, I got ribs on today. Ribs, and where am I in the camera with the purple? So yeah, I'm dressed for Halloween. And it's pouring rain out today, so I feel bad for the kids. So what I do when I have these extra tails like this, what I like to do is bring it up and I'll glue it to the back of the ribbon on top, or if it's underneath this side. So like this one here, which is on the bottom, I will take that and glue, this is where it is, and I will glue that to there. So that way, if the bow moves in any way, you're not seeing this little piece. You can cut it shorter too as well. It's really up to you. But that was just a little trick I learned along my crafting experience. So now this one's really long. So let's just cut this one down. When you cut it, just make sure you're not going to cut the ribbon. So I will have to glue that. This is the other tail that we had in here. So we got to cut that one down a little bit too. And I'll glue that one in. And then the one from behind, I'll just cut a little bit because this one's in the back. You're not going to really see this one. Pull it really tight, which I already did. Cut it. Yeah, it's just a little trick I learned. Where's my zip tie, my thing? And I like it. Now, sometimes if you don't have to really use it at times, but I like it as a little trick to the trade. to me, I like it. I had to pull that because I realized that side was really long. All right. So let's get our little bow made. Fluff it out a little bit. And of course, I fluff and then I'll put it on and then I'll fluff again and put it on and fluff it. You know, I keep doing that. And I think I'm going to stick it right here in the middle. So you have to make a hole in the fabric. This is just a skewer. I remember where the hole was. And I always hate it. It gets sometimes the tip of this with the little wire gets caught on a thread. And you're like, really? And this one can come right through the top. Get out of the way, Bo. Oh my gosh. Get in there. I'll just twist tie it a couple of times just to hold it. Oh, that's a really pretty bow, don't you think? Let's fix this baby. Now, I always tell my customers, if it gets flattened, I say stick your fingers in and just press on the wire like that to make it not so flat anymore. If you want it to be more poofy, stick it so it's more rounder. If you wanted to pull it more out this way, you could do it that way. So I let the customer make a decision sometimes on their bow, how they want it displayed. All right, let's fix all these ribbons down here. Boy, we got a really long one here. Probably wasted more ribbon than I wanted to. And these I cut at an angle. And I cut it long side on the outside. And on the inside, I cut it so it's shorter. So basically, it looks like an upside down V. Whoops, I'm trying to get them together for you. Like an upside down V. Like a dovetail. And these are the ones I curl. Just to give it some dimension in there. Poof it, customer. I agree. It's poof. And like I said, I'll go back and I'll glue those because I didn't bring my glue gun in here. Why? I don't know. Silly me. You can leave these curl like this, or if you want to, let me curl it. You can pull it down so it's like a banana curl. Like a banana curl. It's just really whatever you want to do. I call them banana curls. Y'all call them banana curls? That's what we used to call them as a kid. Back in the day. So then you have a little bow. Now, I didn't put anything in the middle. I had the zip tie there. Now, I can put like a little red ball in there. Or if you have something dog orientated, you can as well. And see, we got a cute little bow. Voila. And see, and this is something you just turn around. I call them curly Sues. I've never heard that. I've never heard of curly Sues, my friend. We used to take rags. My mother used to take rags, and she used to go ahead and do the rags in your hair because back in the day, they had those hard curlers. So we used to do rags in the hair. And that way, when my hair was wet and I go to sleep, it would still wake up to be a banana curl. So, a mini bone-shaped button. Yeah, you can put whatever you want. If you want to put a little bones or something hanging down. Like I did a mini cat wreath, like paw wreath. And what I did for that one, I had hanging down little bells. Because, cats like to swing on things. Making up names. My dad. Wait a minute. I got glasses on, but I don't need them for some things. My dad rag rolled rag rolling. And my mom would just pull the rags, about an inch wide, and then she like tie it up and twist it in and tie it. And that my mom used to do 2 bobby pins. We would curl her hair up and you crisscross the bobby pins on top of it. So it was always kind of cool. All right, so we want to make the other one more generic. Do I have enough of this ribbon? I'm going to see how much I have of this. And maybe just do the other one. Let's do it with red. Just the red. Ugh. Get in here. I was looking to see if I had some black, something else that I want to put in with this. I always have to think before I cut these. You know why? Because I've cut it the other way. You can't tell me you have not done that, because I've done that numerous times. I'm going to see if this will work where I can do it this way so you can see a different view. So you can kind of see me still talking because I always hate that. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do one. And I know I have a solid black. Is it behind me? That's my 2.5 inch. Oh, let's do that. Let's change this one up. I don't know where my 1.5 inch is. Let's change this up. Let's put the black on the bottom. And then I'll put the dog paw one, the red one, on top. Ooh, it's something different. Okay. Still going to make it that 6.5 roughly tail. Actually, we'll make it 7. Now that I lean this down, I have to look at the comments better. Let's do it in 4. So this one, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to put 2 black on the bottom, 2 loops, 4.5 inches on each side. I really don't have to flip this or twist it because it's really the same on both sides. Sometimes you get, you're lucky like that where you're ribbing, you don't have to twist it, but it's such a habit to do that. So I'm just going to do it anyway. Let me pull these out. Oopsies. Here we go. Stick that over there. We'll dovetail this one. I used to say ducktail. And somebody on a live said, it's not ducktail, it's dovetail. I was like, why is it dovetail and not ducktail? I like ducktails. Silly things. All right. Let's see how my decoupage is doing. Ooh, decoupage is doing pretty good there. All right. This one, I'm going to make a little bit longer because I want the paw to, and I'm only talking maybe an inch longer, the tail, because this is the one that's just going to be on top. We're not going to do anything else on top of this. And this I did at 4 inches. Because this also, I don't know, not so pretty to curl like the thinner ones are, it would be. The 1.5 inch, it's 2.5, not so easy to curl. All right, so put that away. We'll get our zip tie out. Now, this is a white zip tie. Don't have a red one. But I'm hoping that I don't have to cover anything in the middle. But I will show you a way that we can. Turn it around. on a zip tie that I may be able to use. I've been using up all my little scrap zip ties, so I'm not sure if I have anything, you know. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to cut this black one in half because that's really even still more than what I need, but it's just easier to cut it in half. And on the other one, I will cut off I didn't cut it off, but I will cut off the zip tie. And not the zip tie, the pipe cleaner. So I got to show this weekend. I got to show next weekend. I got to show weekend after that. Then I got asked to teach a wreath class. So I'm really excited about that for the holiday. So I'm hoping a lot of people sign up for it. So I've already got all my materials for that. And I pray people sign up because... So it's going to be at the Hogback. It's a little farm out here in Leesburg, Virginia. And they have pony rides. They're going to have breakfast with Santa. They're going to have other vendors and all. I'll be indoors teaching the class. Look at that. Look at how different those bows are. See, that's an easy fix, though. I always have one bow side. One bow side that winds up being a little bit longer. I don't know why. Okay, that's better. Still looks longer. Much better. So see, we're going to have a little funky bow. So let's get another dog paw out here. Now, if you want these dog paws, I got them at hardworkingmom.com. She is running a contest right now. If you go on a website to buy, she is running a contest now through, when is it going through? Sometime in November. And you can have a chance to win a hardworking mom, a gift certificate, which would be really cool to win. Just saying. So if you purchase an order and stuff from her, she has it on her site there. You can read up on it. And let me stick this through. Oh, that one went through really easy. And I'm just leaving. They had this jute up here. I'm leaving the jute hanger. I think the jute hanger is just fine. So I'll show you what I should have done on the other one, which I didn't do yet. I just cut this. I twist it all the way up. And I'm just going to bend this back to the front of the bow. I was like, how did I get through loops there for a minute? Now, what I should have done, I was going to tell you, you could take part of your ribbon, cut it, and you can loop it around to hide that. I think for me, though, is what I'm going to do. Don't have a black ball, and I have red ones. I'm looking at the red ones to see. And I think what I'm going to do is just, I don't know if you could see that. I'm going to try to do it. If you see the little red ball that just fell out, and put that right in the middle. And just glue that baby in there. And do that. So there, we have another one already made, except for that, because I don't have my glue gun here. I should have plugged in my glue pot. I could have done that. Carolynne, where's your brain? Where's your brain? Okay, so are sales dropping a bit in the US like in the UK? It's not to say dropping. I think you're in between because you got Halloween this month. And I think for the month of November, you're going to start seeing sales get better, in my opinion. That's just me. Because Christmas is coming and stuff like that. I don't want to say if it's because of the economy or this or that, because I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I just look at, what's trending, what can I make, what can I do? And I have a lot of craft shows, so I'm hoping that, helps me even more. Because this is the season, this last quarter, last couple of months is where you can really make, a lot of money at craft shows, for instance, or sales online and stuff like that. Lost my train of thought. So I will go ahead and glue that in there. But you see the back, I just popped it in on that one, so that's done. Where did I put the other one? I do like this one with the Christmas one. Let me go ahead and do the back of this before I forget. Now, tomorrow, I probably doing another live. I got to go to the nursing home again, and I'm redoing her tree for November. Can't wait to do December because December's going to be so cold. And we're going to do a pumpkin themed tree this time. So it's going to be fun, fun, fun. All right, we got one more dog one to do. And then I think my decoupage, I'm just going to flip these over just to make sure. I know I have to do a little trimming on the one. So we're going to do one more of these. Oh, this had some, I was going to say feathers. It's leaves, not feathers. Who has feathers in their dog bones? All right, so pick a color, you guys. You guys pick a color. Oh, okay. So Lori's. Let me almost pull my cord out. So let me pull it up because Lori's doing two things. She is offering a master's class. And let me pull up my email so I can tell you exactly which I will be in. I'm not teaching anything in it, but I'm being in there as a customer. Okay, still time to join us. She says, I'm going to read it to you. The wait is over. Sign up today to join the Holiday Master Class. Do not wait until the event fills up fast. Join us for $1 and get access to 5 days of jam-packed holiday decor ideas and tips, never before seen from hardworking mom and her designers. Included is access to live videos, Q&A real time, centerpiece design, bow making, mannequin making, wreaths and evergreens, painting, tumbler making. Oh, tumbler. Free bonus contact. All right. So let me just sign up. See. Oh, I've already signed up, so I don't know if it's going to let me. So this was an email I received from her. So if you go to Hardworking Mom, go look on her page on Facebook and look up for the master class for that. Now, the other thing that she's doing, I think it's on this one. Let me pull it up. Yes. What she's calling a Black Friday raffle. And what that is, any orders placed between October 25th and November 25th will be placed into a drawing for a $300 Hardworking Mom store credit gift card. Or all orders have to be placed through hardworkingmomsstore.com. So let me type that in right here. Where's my little thing? Let me pull my computer closer. Okay. For the Hardworking Mom HWM raffle. Don't go anywhere, phone. Raffle. You must. Please. Let me just do this really quick for you guys because I don't have one of them fancy people here doing things for me. It's all me, myself, and I. Okay, Hardworking Mom Store.com. So I put for the hardworking mom raffle, you must place an order between 10:25, 11:25 on hardworking mom. Posted. Okay, so just for that, if you want to do the that's not where you want to go. The hardworking mom class, I have that on the info at hardworking mom. It's from November 1st to the 5th. So for the master class, the holiday master class, I would go on her page. You can sign up. We'll have the link. Look at my hair is curling out. But you can go to the info, INFO, at hard working kingmom.com. No, it's not king. It's hardworking. Ma.com. Carolynne, I can't read. All right. So try that, or go on her page and see about it if the masterclass is there. If not, that's her information. The second one for the holiday masterclass. It's great. I did it last year. I learned a lot. You know, even if you're not into mannequins or you're not into doing tumblers or something, you can still learn things that you can adapt or use for your business class or your design class. So it is worth it. I mean, how many people offer it for that price? I mean, come on. A lot of people want an arm and a leg for classes, and she's going to have different people that are coming in there to do it. It's not just her doing all the designs. She does have other designers coming in there. I just saw these and I was just trimming these off at the top. Perfect. All right, let's make one last bow on here. I'll put you down. Do you guys like it better on the front or from the side seeing me? I mean, that's up to you guys. What color? What color? What color? Do we want to do another Christmas one? Or do we want to do another plain one? I do like the Christmas one. Let's do another Christmas one. How about that? I don't know. I got this ribbon on. I just love it. So what if we change it up this time? Well, last one we did this on the bottom and then the red on the top. So let's switch it up. Let's do the red on the bottom with this on the top. It could be 1.5 on the bottom. Doesn't matter. My table's getting full of ribbon though, so let's move this. Or I do have a 2.5 inch red I can put on the bottom. Let's see, 2.5. We did black on the other one. Let's see what this one looks like. We can change them up to make them all a little different. I don't know how red with red. Let's see. Oh, this isn't the right red. This is a little bit too dark. Hold on. I have a little bit brighter red. It's going to go a little higher. Or what if we do black on the bottom with this one on top? I'm not too keen. I mean, it's okay if I do it this way, but I think the black would make the dog one pop a little bit more. Let's bring out the black again. It's kind of the same way I just did the one we just did. What did I do with the black? The black with the Christmas on top. I've got zip ties rolling around with me. I do not want 1,000 zip ties coming out of the back. All right, let's do the black on the bottom. And then we'll put that red one on top. Same size bow. And this is what's good about this, because you can do the same thing, just change the ribbon up a little bit. So we'll have the same paw with just different ribbons. So the same with doing a wreath. You can do the same base, hence the same base. And then you can just change up one ribbon in it. And it makes it a different one. So I'm going to switch you to the side. Just because I feel you could see better with the on the side for the bow. Ooh, there we are. All right. So again, we're going about 6 or 7 inches long on the tail. We're going to do 2 loops of this, 4 inch on each side. My husband should be coming home. Hi, how are you, Shantae? How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome to my craziness. We're doing a couple of projects. I just felt like in a crafting mood today. All right, so let's cut this off. We'll dovetail this right away. Now, the other thing you can do, I can put the Chanel stem or pipe cleaner underneath. I've never done that. Once in a while I do it, and then I always forget to grab it. So I just kind of leave it off sometimes, and I'll just do it at the end. All right, so we got that one. What do I do with my dog one? And then if people, oh, now I'm back to doing my 2 tails. I must really love this ribbon to go through this with this today. So again, we're going to make this one just a little bit longer. And what I try to do when I'm cutting this, I'm trying to cut it in between the pattern, just so that I don't, I don't want to have a dog, hanging out. You could put it on either side. It doesn't matter. I'm just used to putting it on this side. Put this. Just make sure you don't cut your fingers. I have done that so many times. I got this from Craft Outlet. And it's the first time I've used this one. I mean, everybody buys the standard this or the paw print like this and stuff like that. But I bought this one this year, and I really like it. I really do. Just saying, I do. All right, this is going to be my hand bow part. So I can put that piece behind. So see, if you try to keep doing it here with your fingers just cramp up. So that's why I like to just stick it in my thumb, and I can use my whole hand like this. All right, so we're going to cut that off. Don't cut your other ribbon. And I'm just going to stick that one inside there. And we'll put it right down on top here. And again, like I said, I will go back and glue these since I forgot my glue gun. All right. Oh, zip tie away. Now I'm threading it between my zip tie between in this on here, just to FYI. And I just pop it up, pull it through. Oops. Come around, pull a little bit more. Put my pipe cleaner in there. Like I said, we're only using about a half of the pipe cleaner. Put this out of the way. And it would be nice if I did my bows this way so you can see it, but I don't know if I'm considered lefty by doing it the other way or righty. This time I'm going to pull the other one. There we go. Now, what I didn't show in the other one, and I can show you on here, because I have the pipe cleaner, it's blending in pretty good. And if I keep my bow up like this, you're not going to see, not the pipe cleaner, the zip tie. But if you're really worried about seeing that, now I'm going to use just a solid red just for right now. You can take, whether it's the black or the red one that you have here, and you can just cut off X amount. Put this back. What I like to do is go ahead and take the wire out of the sides. Why? Because it makes it more pliable. This wire isn't good for anything. Now you can use like a 5/8 ribbon if you want to as well. Then you can do, you have two things. If you're using a 2.5 inch, you can cut it, or you can cut this as well. But what I do is I just take it, fold it like in thirds, just like that. And I'm going to place that right over that center piece. Oops. Let me cut this first. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Make sure your knot's in the back and not at the, excuse me, oh, the top of the bottom of it. Good gosh. Where's Gary? He hasn't told me to take a drink in a while. You can also glue this if you want to, the knot, depending how your bow is. So that way, what it does, you see now it covers where the zip tie is. All right, some glue strings on here. Can't get up in there. All right. So let's see if this one will poke easy through. Nope, it get caught on one little thread. Take my little corn skewer. You can use needles or whatever. And pull it to the top. Just twist tie it. Let's get that out of the way. Don't want one of my dogs coming in and thinking it's a little toy. Fold that back in. All right. Let's fix our bow. And see, here's that piece. Remember I said, I'll go ahead and I'll glue it. This one I cut on an angle. It's really weird. I noticed it when I cut it. That one I may not have to glue because it's short enough in there. Come down here, Mr. Tail. There we go. So see, now with these you can add, if you want to add some greenery. How did you deco yours? How do I decorate? What do you mean? What do you mean, Darsha? You can put greenery in here if you want to do that. I'm choosing to leave these just plain. When I do the paws that I make with the round reefs and the paws, those I may put some in there. But on these, because it has this pattern all, I'm just choosing to leave it just plain like this. I think there's enough going on in it. So that makes this one done. I was saying completely craft by Shantae. Oh, she wish she had bought some more of these too. You can decorate them however you want. If you don't want to, you want to do more greenery in it, you can do that with flowers in it. You could do this, ribbon in it, or whichever dog paw ribbon you want. Or if you don't want to use dog paw ribbon, you can pick out, specific colors. You could do it in black, white, red, whatever holiday, if you want to pull up a holiday to do it. Let me put these out of the way so we can go back to decoupaging. So it's really up to you as far as color. She loved the paw print ribbon, I think is what she was saying. That maybe it's the paws too. I thought she was talking about the paw print ribbon. But I could be wrong. All right, let's get those out of the way. Just making a combo. Oh, hey, I know it gets quiet. It does. People get quiet. It's like, hello. All right, so we got our decoupage babies done. Now, what do you want to decorate it with? Do you want to do these where they lay down their tier trays, or do you want to do them as their ornaments? That's something you have to decide. Now, it doesn't, because I'm not putting any words on these. We can go ahead and we're going to put ribbons on these. So, let me open the drawer because I just put the ribbons away. Okay, hold on. You can tell today was not my day. Hi. Because I can move the thing again. Now you can use ribbons that come hanging down. Where did I just put it? Oh my gosh. I just put that whole roll away. It's a big roll of red and white ribbon. Here it is. We'll use this one. So I can use this on both. Ooh, let me move that. My brain today, I tell you, it's like in Wazoo land, I guess. You know the old saying, you always have so much on your mind, so much you want to do, and there never seems to be enough time. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to put a ribbon around these. I do have these, I have these little, what do you call those? Reindeers. I have a couple of gingerbread, which really won't go with these. Or I do have these ones that say Merry Christmas on it. But you know what? I'm just going to do ribbon on these. I don't think any of these I really like with them. You can put whatever, though. You want to put snowflakes hanging from it or whatever. I just don't like any of those ideas. What color was I pulling out? I think I was doing green. I took the tape off for one thing. This is really thin ribbon. I don't even know if it says it on here. 1/8. Yes. Well, that's why I don't think you were on earlier. So earlier I had showed everybody, I'd done a whole bunch of pastel colors, pink, green, purple, and I put the words on it. And then, well, I just pulled out these two. And then I did some in red and green. The pastel color ones are for a customer. And then I did a whole bunch like this. So this, it's made as an ornament, but if somebody wants to use it in their tier trays, they're all, you know, different. I got one, see, that says jingle. And this one I put a Merry Christmas on it. So they're all different. But these two I decided, let me try, see if decoupage would work on these. So I had painted them white. And I was coming back with this. And I also had this. Hopefully I won't hit the camera as much. But if it does, I hope you don't get seasick. You can also decorate it. Now this is my bag of stuff. This was, it comes like this. This was from Michael's, and you get 50 pieces of stuff. Oh, I have it tied here because it was like all over the place. So you can use, you know, some ribbons from this if I wanted to. I keep all like extra pieces of things from something else. Well, this is an elastic thing, but I can cut it off if I wanted to use that on it. There's a white sheer one. I always save the little scraps, y'all. Yeah, I think pastels are in for this year. I'm doing a tree, and it's going to be all in pastel colors for Christmas for my friend in the nursing home. So that's going to be really fun come the beginning of December. So I don't know if any of these will work or not. But I like this one. Thinking that one on the poinsettia. I'm not too keen about anybody else. I know this is a rattle, so hold on. Let me just get them out of the way. I had, let's see, should we do red on the birds? I have one that says Merry Christmas. I kind of wanted to keep it so that they can use it any other time of the year too. Well, not year, but holiday, not just Christmas time. Oh, I'm hitting the camera, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my glue gun because this is going to drive me crazy today. Okay, finally got it. This is the other, like twine I was talking about that you can use. Have some red and white there. I got enough colors we can choose from. Camera's gonna jiggle. That was a big, that was because I really moved it. Also letting you guys know, this is Susie Brown. SWAT. This is her glue gun holder. The tile comes out, easy to clean because the glue doesn't stick. But I found these little pot holders. And this is glue and they're silicone. So I flip it around. It fit perfectly in here. So I just like it. Do I need it? Nope. But I thought it was just cool. Now what happened is that my base for my, this is my base for my glue gun. It wasn't holding the charge anymore. You know, you plug it in here, charge it. And then I realized you can charge it here. It took me about 2 years to figure that out. So I got the glue gun holder from Susie, and I was like, works. All right. I don't know. Is that too silvery, too red maybe? I had a gingham one. I was thinking gingham on this one. For my displays. Some of those stands for the gifts, the glue guns. You could if you want to. Oh, I could use this on both. What do you think? I do like it here. I like it because I think of these as country, old-fashioned. So I do like the little gingham ribbon hanging on it. So this is where, remember before I said if you didn't get your napkin all the way up, I do have a little space right here. So this is good because I can take this, glue it around the top of there, and then I could just stick a little bow. But now I have to wait for the glue gun. So this one, not so much this idea. You could glue both sides. You don't have to put this just on one side. I think I'm going to do this one on both sides of it. I kind of like that idea. Why not? Yeah, these came in a pack of 2, and it had a little thing here, a little ring thing, and but I cut that off so that's why that's one side looks rounded, and it just fit. You could take the tile out if you want to. It was just a me thing. I saw it and I said, oh, that's why. So Susie's product is a number 1. I have a lot. I have her, you can see just a little bit over here, my mesh ruler. But when I was out looking for another glue gun, and I was like, hello. I also have this one, the red and white stripe. I like the red and white stripe better on this one than that silver thing. Or I have this other red and white. Let's see which one looks better. Oh, well. Oh, I do like this one, but I don't know. Well, I have enough to do 2. It's kind of game planning. I would have enough to do 2, but I wouldn't have anything hanging down, which I don't have to. Yeah, well, because all the other ones I did, with just the ties on them because they're going to be ornaments. So that's why it's on. But, again, we can play around and do whatever. Do I like the zigzag on this one? Or do I like this one? I think the zigzag, this might be too wide. Let's do the zigzag on the other. Let's make them different than my other ones, y'all. Different. Boy. All right, so we just had enough of this one to do on this one. All right, let's see if the glue is ready. We're going to just cut this off to make it nice. Oh, look at that. The glue gun is ready. Got some glue stuck on there. Now it's stuck to my fingers. Move everything out of the way. So remember when we overlapped it a little bit from behind? So that's where I'm going to start it. And this one you can see even more how I messed up here. It's perfect on this side, but this side, so I didn't cut it very straight. So let's go ahead and just put a little dab of glue there. I don't think there's really a right or wrong on the ribbon side. I don't want the glue coming out at the top or anything. And what I'm going to do is every just little space is just tack it down so it holds it. And oh, can you see? Putting it in it's just a tiny little dot. It's just going to overlap just a hair. Ouch. Okay, so there's one side. Now, if you don't want it here, if you're going to put a little medallion or a piece of ribbon or something hanging down, then you can put where you seamed it on the front. If you're going to put a bow, and that would cover that. But I don't think we're doing a bow on this one. And we'll do this one here. Little dab. Oh, see my dogs. Let's cut this first. I opened the door. It's probably my husband. All right, so it just looks cute. It makes it just a little bit more finished on the edges. And you don't have to do anything else to it. You don't have to put all things hanging or anything. It just makes it look cute. Oop, now I can't save that because the glue strings, these little glue strings all over. So what, we're going to use this one and this one, I think. Look, I don't know how long ago I bought this. I don't know if it says the year on this. 2016. It's not worth it to keep the whole thing, this whole roll, but, and I just, these ribbons didn't come on this actually, now that I think about it. They were on like little, you know, you get little spools like this is what it was. You just woke up, girl. Lazy. Kidding. All right. So this one we're going to do the rickrack here. And again, we'll start it from behind because I'm not going to put anything else on it where we overlapped. Little dab of glue. And here we go. It's so quiet today. You guys are so quiet. Hi, Debs. How are you? Welcome, welcome, everybody. We're working on, this is a little decoupage rolling pin. We had to let it dry, so we did some other, the craft while it was drying. Two of them. So we're just going to finish up these little babies. Ouch. That's hot glue. Hot glue. All right, so there's going to be one side. So let's do the other. Yep, that's my husband coming in the house. Dogs are going crazy. I hear him talking to them. Talking to the dogs. All right. Okay. And come around here. pulling the ribbon a little tight too, so just keep that in mind when you're doing this. And I do have it overlapping just a hair. Ooh, blue strings. So that takes care of that. Put my little tape back on here. Guess I could put the white one back on here. Might as well, right? Oops. I had these little pieces of tape. They give you these little tiny pieces of tape when you get it. And I've had those for years. So that takes care of those two little guys. Whoops, upside down birds. There we go. So we have the little birds. Kind of like cardinals. Now you can do little, you know, like little pearl beads and things. Hi, Kai. It's Kai. Yeah, they're downstairs. Kai was, she's been up on my bed. When I'm not in the room or I go take a shower, she gets on my side of the bed and she digs a little hole in there. Let me switch cameras. She digs a little nest. She pushes all the cover. It's like a little nest. And that's where she'll stay. Some of the times when I'm doing crafts. Sky will usually come in and out. She didn't come in today though. All right. So let's talk recap. We got these two cuties done. So use these for tier trays. If you want to put like a cord, like if you want something like this on it, you can do, or, you know, which is just like a kite string cord, or you can do a ribbon, doesn't matter. And if you want to make them ornaments, I'm going to leave these as tier trays instead of ornaments. So we got those. So remember we did, let me move the ribbons out of the way, and the scissors and the hot glue gun. Turn that off before I burn myself. So we got those. I'm going to line these up for you. Some people were sleeping while I've been crafting all these little cuties. See if I get them all in the picture with the glue gun. See if we can get them all in one picture for y'all. Not one picture, but so you can see them all in the camera. Hold on. And again, on the ones, they are all sealed. So that there is, you know, the paint doesn't come off. It's all acrylic paint. I'm just doing it so you can see them all. You don't want to see the back side of those. Oop, get up here, little words. Okay. I think I got it. Okay, you guys got to switch because you don't want to stay. All right. So these are all the little things I made. Oh, you can't see them all. There they are. So again, it's acrylic paint. They're sealed. I did it, the words with my Cricut. They all have like little things on them. There's a reindeer head. You got gingerbread. You got these ones that say Merry Christmas that are made out of wood. Some don't have anything. It's just ribbon because of the words too long. Yes, fancy dress of the dogs. This one just has a little bow up top because, again, it was too long. So we did those. Then, of course, there's one. Oh, now these I have to switch to the other camera because they're too big to show on this camera. Too big. So these are the ones. Oh, wow. So there's one paw print. So we did black with the paw print, the Christmas paw print that way. We did one with red. I got to look at where the camera is. The red and the paw print on that one. And then we chose black with the red. Just something different. There would be so much cute gifts. Yep, baking things. I have, where did I put them? Little, what do you call them? Like cutting boards. I have little ones with that, with little, do I have them up here? That I have to do with, oh, that's a nail file. With these little tiny spoons for the cutting boards. That's another project trying to get done. But in all little, yeah. Oh, you missed that. What did you miss? I'm thinking Nancy's Bakery. Yeah. Are you talking the little rolling pins? Is that what you were talking you missed? So we got some cute little crafts already. Again, with the dog paws, you can put in greenery with those. You can do whatever you want. With these little guys, you can decorate them any way you want. I do have one which I didn't show you because sometimes she comes on live and it's a special one for her for Christmas. So I couldn't show you that one. So you can put, you can do these and personalize them with names. If you want to put people's names on them, give them to a little Christmas ornament that way. My daughter-in-law. Oh, cool. Yep, you can do these in baby colors for baby gifts. So you can do them for Easter. Gonna make cupcakes, whatever. Give them to little kids, whatever. But, you know, I made them into ornaments to hang on trees. All those, except for these ones, can go for like tier trays. So, guys, that is going to be it from NonnasNuttykrafts. So I enjoyed playing today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Christmas tree at my friend Janet's at the nursing home. The pins, the pins I got, just to let you know, I did get them from Hobby Lobby. They come in bags of bags of 3, 6, 9 bags of 3, I think it is. And I ordered them online. I don't know if they have them in the store, but I ordered them online. I bought these, God, like months ago, because I knew I was going to do hers in it, and I bought some for me so that I would have to sell. So hopefully we'll see if they sell. If not, we'll keep them the next year to sell. Yes, these are wooden. They're all wooden. It's wooden handles. There's like a wooden dowel or something that goes in the middle of it. And just the paint, whatever color you want to do. I did do one. She wanted one in a natural. So I stained just this a little bit. I left the handles this natural color or on thing, and I just did the middle. She doesn't know that. I just saw her pop up on her text messaging on my phone, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta shut up now. So in case she pops on here. So, but she doesn't know. Shh, it's a surprise. Oh, thank you. All my tricks and tricks. Yes. Hey, you guys, I know some of you that are over there in Ireland in the UK trick-or-treating. You may be done by now. We haven't started here. It's been raining, which is sad for the kids. But you guys have a nice Halloween. Yeah, you can keep it secret. Yeah, unless she goes back and watches this. Secret's blown. Well, it's not quite all the way blown. But I did send her a picture of all hers. That's what she was just responding back saying, wow, because she likes them. 4:30 here and the clocks went back. Oh, they go back already? Oh, I didn't know that. Guess I got to get with the program. So we got our trick-or-treaters coming today. We got dog treats because we're on the neighborhood where if you bring your dog, then they get a little treat, which is kind of nice. My dogs have their costumes. If you guys look, oh yes, guys, go on my Nonnas Nutty page. Go further down and you'll look and you'll see the dogs posted with the thing. Please vote for my dogs. Winner gets $100 gift card to Amazon. Second prize is $50. I will take anything if I can win at least one. That would be great, please. So please vote for my dogs. I know we do. This is the first year they're offering in our neighborhood where you can get on a dog trick or treat list. So it's the first time. Yes, go vote. And again, I put on the link there if you want to do hardworking moms masterclass, holiday classes on there. And if you need to get anything purchased, she's really good at getting stuff out. Look, I look like I have black eyes because of the light. Orders out, and you get a chance to win a $300 hardworking mom gift card. Who doesn't need more stuff? You do. I do not have an addiction of any type, but I need more stuff. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take care. All right. Bye.